Guys, this is Marissa from Beneath the Moon. So I was here to do my May wrap up and June TBR. And no, that's not the lighting. I'm actually the scar. I got a sunburn yesterday, and yeah, you know, it's bad. I'm super white. I know it's bad, but I hadn't done my wrap up yet. So here we go. The first book I read in May was Riri, and it was Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor, and then after that I read Days in Bunch Island, which is Riri's as well, and now it's in preparation to read Dreams of God and Monsters. Guys, I'm so sad that the series is over. I'm really glad that I reread it though, because I love it, and doing the whole story again made it so much better for me. It wasn't how I expected it to end, but I still really liked it, and I'm still so sad that it was over. And the next book I read was The One by Kira Cass. I got this at one of the Dark Days tours on the day it came out, and as soon as I finished reading that series, I had to get this one. I love this one, guys. I read it in the day. I started it late, I think it was one day on the weekend, and I read it all the way through, and I loved it. It was like perfect ending to the series, and next book I read for school, and that was Lord of the Flies by William Golding, and this book was weird and pointless, and yeah, I don't know, I don't really need a book. All the other ones are 5 stars, obviously. The next book I read was Nantucket Red by Leila Hallen. This is the sequel to Nantucket Blue, and the last book, I think. I give this 4 stars. I didn't like it as much as Nantucket Blue, but it was still cool to see the characters again and return to Nantucket and see what happened to them since the last time we saw them. The next book I read was Moral Heart by Robin McGeevers. This is the third and last book in his Fair Assassin trilogy, and I love this trilogy, guys, like, so much. It's one of my favorite historical fiction trilogy. It's so good and so different, and I'm so impressed it's over. I could read about this world for like a bajillion books. Like, why is it just a trilogy? I don't even know. I don't know. And that was 5 stars. The next book I read was nothing to read, and that was City of Fallen Angels. Then I read another reread, and that was City of Lost Souls, and I'm sure you can guess what the next book's gonna be, because it's my last book of the month. I got it on the day it came out, and that would be City of Heavenly Fire. Okay. I don't even know what to say. I loved it. I read like 75% of it, like probably this much of it, in a day, and then the next day I finished it, and I just like cried because like, I've been reading this series for so long, and I'm just gonna miss them so much, but the ending is so perfect for me, but it was pretty perfect. And yeah, so that's my May wrap up, which I read a lot of series endings. If it wasn't like a reread, it was probably a series ending, which is really depressing, but I read 10 books, so I'm not really complaining. The first book I've already read for my June TBR, and that is The Murder Complex by Lindsay Cummings. This book comes out on the 10th of June, and you guys should definitely go get it. Because one, Lindsay Cummings is a local author, and I know her, and I've known her for years, and she's awesome and lovely, and just awesome. And this book was so great. It was the kind of like dystopian that was so action-packed, and like the world was so like dark and depressing, and I just haven't read something like that I feel like in a long time. So it was a nice like refresher in that kind of world, and I loved it. I loved the characters. I loved the story. It was just so different, and I love the next one really bad. Like super, super bad. The next book I read, I don't have with me because I let Jasmine borrow it. That was Remember Me by Romilly Bernard. And this book doesn't come out until September, but my friend Rebecca let me borrow it because she got it from the author, and I freaked out, and I'm too excited, and I didn't like it as much as I wanted to, because it kind of was like that sad second book where I was like, what's going on? Everything that happened in the first book just doesn't matter, what? But I still loved it. I read it in like a day. I actually read it after I went off on Honor Stars, and that tells you a lot, because I was emotional and sit up late and just read. It was like so mysterious, and I just love that. And I gave it 4 stars, and this one's 5. The next book I actually finished last night, and that is Take Me On by Katie McGarry. I got this one the day it came out, which was the same day as City of Lost Souls, and this book started, I read it in like 2 days. This happened like yesterday, and I just wanted to take a shower and go to sleep, but I had this, so I couldn't do that. I was Katie McGarry, I had to finish it. And it was my favorite Katie McGarry book, but I still loved it, and I loved how different the story was, and I loved the characters, and I'm always sad when her books end. Even though I read them really fast, it's definitely my fault at the end so quickly. And I give this 5 stars. The next book I have is something that you probably have gone over this. It's Scandal by, I should know this, why is it on the cover? Sarah Auckler. And yeah, I'm reading this for this month, and I loved her other book, and I'm excited. So I think I'm reading this next. Not positive. Then I have White Hot Kiss by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I am a huge Jennifer L. Armentrout fan, and one of her YA series is over, and the other one's ending later this year, so I needed to get to her new one really bad. And as you can see, because I read notes to myself all the time, I want to read the novella that comes before it first, but then this bad one's happening. Then I have Frostbite by Rochelle Lee. This is the sequel to Vampire Academy, which I read a couple months ago and really enjoyed, and I hear that it just gets better and better from here on out, so I'm excited. We'll see. Then I have Everyday by Dave Levitin. This is the first of the book I've read. I have a handful of them. I read a couple times, but I've been wanting this since it came out. I never got it, and I'm excited because I've heard amazing things. The 2 books I have are The Burning Sky by Sherry Thomas and the sequel, Perilous Sea, which does not come out until September. And I'm super excited. I wanted to read The Burning Sky since I first heard about it, because it sounds so awesome. And I'm excited that they have both of them. And I read them. I think she's coming here. So that's it for the month. I had a ton of books to show you, and more that I might want to read, because I got books on my birthday, obviously. So yeah, we'll see at the end of June what I read. So thank you for watching. Thank you for not laughing too much at my coloring, and I will